And then So thank you everybody for joining us this evening. We have the amazing Violet with us, who is a fascia and chronic pain specialist through massage. She's going to take us through this evening all about collagen, what collagen is in the body, how this can affect the body as it starts to deplete and presents itself as diseases within the body. And then I'm going to take you through our new Collagen Plus that was launched a year ago, the results that we've had from that, how it can really help as a supplement on a daily basis with all of the diseases we're talking about because of how collagen works within the body. So Violet, we're in your hands now, so please just introduce yourselves and take us through this wonderful presentation about collagen.
So hi everyone, I'm Violet and I am a chronic pain and fascia specialist. This is something I'm very passionate, fascia, and when I joined the company 6 months ago, I used to bore Sam to death with, oh, this is collagen, and that's why I joined, because of collagen and really how fascia is made of really collagen. And as you can see on the slide, this is like a lovely lady Freya out there who is made of, this is a new prototype of fascia showing how we connected from head to toe, and everything is interconnected and is built of this beautiful connective tissue called fascia, and which is a collagenous tissue. So I see a lot of different things in the clinic through working with people who might be stressed, might also come from any physical, emotional struggles, and that which may affect fascia, and collagen could be quite a great kind of solution for them as an extra supplement. So my interest in collagen started probably about a year and so ago. My brother had an incident and an operation, major operation. He was advised to take collagen. However, last year I went for a course with a researcher in Netherlands who researches fascia for a couple of years now, and we needed to study fascia on a cellular level, and that's where I started learning more and more about how collagen is very closely linked to fascia, which is that connective tissue, is providing us with strength and kind of like a scaffolding in our body. So fascia is a big component, is a connective tissue, as I mentioned, connects us from head to toe to fingernails and toes, and everything is interconnected, and it plays a very crucial role in flexibility, strength and structure, and surrounds all the organs, all the ligaments, all the joints, and cartilages, and the muscle and bones. We can go to next. So fascia and aging. As we age, obviously, we lose collagen in our body, and then everything with the age changes. So our flexibility, as you can see, we're not as flexible maybe as we were as kids or teenagers. And then the hydration is necessary for fascia because as we age, we lose that collagen, and this starts at end of 20s and really from 30s, which collagen is like a hydration, is like a water for that connective tissue fascia, and if that becomes dry, it stiffens, starts creating adhesions, and that's can fray and create wrinkles in the beautiful face, because we can start getting pulled by those adhesions, and then we might start experiencing stiffness and pain in your joints and bones and muscles, and you can experience the wastage of muscles as well. So collagen is the biggest protein in the body. It accounts for 80% of that protein, and you can find type 1 collagen, which accounts for 90% in the skin, tendons, ligaments, and bones. So collagen provides us with the structure and strength and flexibility we need for that fascia to glide really well and give us all that really nice strength. And with fascia being kind of this collagenous tissue, it is almost like allows us that stretch and proper function for the bones and ligaments. So fascia and pain, quite interesting. As I mentioned, that connective tissue called fascia surrounds absolutely everything. And as the newest research shows, is also not only responsible for the physical aspects of our body, but can also be responsible for emotional aspects of our body, because it has been announced last year that is the most sensory like a system in the body, an organ in the body, so it feels. So when we go through different feelings, it can stiffen and transmute the tension through our body, and actually can be responsible for that flexibilities, the movement, and the stress receptors like can cause the injury, because as I mentioned, fascia is kind of requires hydration to glide, so we can move freely in our body. And as I mentioned, then it surrounds everything, so and can create, if that starts drying out, it can create the injuries, because it creates the adhesions in the body. When it's dry and it becomes sticky, can create pressure in the body. So if fascia is dehydrated and it sticks somewhere, it can create as much tension in a square inch as 1 ton is equals to 1 ton of tension in one part of the body. So imagine having someone recently, today I found mentioning, imagine that 2 horses actually compressing on one part of your body. So that's how it's big, and that's what it can create, the pressure, that pain we're feeling, and can impact on our chronic pain and injuries, but also illnesses can be responsible for bringing the illnesses into the body, because nothing can work properly, can pull the organs out of the body. So collagen is a key component of many tissues and the issues in the body, including tendon, ligaments, and cartilages. As Sam likes to sometimes says, is responsible for just IT stinks in the body, which is really, really true. It provides because it provides us with the strength and preventing any break-in. So it's almost like, I like to say that the fascia is like a scaffolding that holds everything together in our body. You can take the bones and everything else, and if you have fascia in the body, it will hold everything, including our organs. And when collagen is damaged, can lead to pain and inflammation, and is seen in conditions like osteoporosis, arthritis, and all the tendonitis, where breakdown of collagen in joints and tendons leads to stiffness, especially stiffness and pain, because it basically lacks that hydration and starts sticking and gluing itself. Imagine like I like to say, spider web. If you touch it, it kind of glues itself together, and that's what happens in fascia. That's why we experience that joint pains and stiffness. So collagen as supplementation can increase collagen production, because as fascia is the collagenous tissue, drinking and supplementing collagen can actually be like drinking water. So it's providing them with that hydration we need to help improve the movement, to help like reverse wrinkles and sign of aging, and to improve the joint mobility and flexibility, and for some of the wound healing. So all of that can be speed up, and if you have injuries, that can actually speed up recovery as well, because it will speed up the healing by hydrating that tissue called fascia. So collagen and fascia, I mentioned that they are interconnected in the body. Fascia provides the support and structure and the strength and flexibility for tendons, ligaments, cartilages, but also for organs. So it keeps our organs in place as well. And fascia is the tissue that contributes to body strength and elasticity, and also like surrounds our eyes. So I mentioned on the vision, is creates and like helps to hydrate. The fascia surrounds the collagen, will help to hydrate that fascia around like our eyes. So what I have seen with myself personally, that my eyesight improved since I started taking collagen. And I usually notice if I don't wear glasses, my distance vision really is bad for in the evening. And that's improved because of that hydration. I feel like I have more flexibility as well. And the changes in fascia can affect collagen production and can lead to pain, dysfunction, and chronic conditions, as I mentioned at the beginning, because it's starting to kind of glue if you don't have enough collagen, especially for women around menopause. That collagen drops by 30% rapidly. So it can actually start creating that additional pain and stiffness, which we're seeing. So conclusion is that fascia important components of our body, and lots of research has been showing that the supplementation can increase production of collagen. So what that means, like I found that certain studies show that supplementing collagen during the wound healing and can improve shorten the hospitalization, for example, and increase by 20% the recovery of the wounds and scars. Another study been showing that we have like on athletes, that a reduced improve the performance and the joint health, and muscles supplement, because obviously it would hydrate the tissue and helped with gliding. So you don't have to remove the stiffness, so the flexibility is improved. So now I'm going to hand on to Sam, and she's going to talk about why the new skin collagen is much better than any other.
Thank you, Violet. That's amazing, and thank you so much. I'm just going to do that. Brilliant. So thank you so much. Oh my goodness, I always learn something whenever I hear you talking about explaining about the collagen so well, because that's the thing, isn't it? It's knowing all about what collagen is in the body, because I don't know if you know, but actually collagen is the most Googled word. So actually, I just want to double check. Can everybody hear me okay? Let me just check. Yeah, you can. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, so it is the most Googled word. And the reason for that is, as you've just heard from Violet, that actually it's in absolutely everything. So we can't, you know, there's so many different things that it covers that it's hard to cover it all in one evening. And actually, you just can't. You just need to know that actually collagen is going to help all areas of your body. And there's one thing that I wrote down while you were talking about that, Violet, is it's recovery. So if anybody, you know, is going for, you know, surgery or has had injury, it is all about all these little pods tonight. It's about the recovery. I just need to check that you can hear me okay. Can you hear me okay? Yeah, that's right, around these little earpods. I'm going to take you through why our collagen, which comes in a sachet, you get 30-day, it comes in a box. This is for a month and it's in a sachet. So it's brilliant to be able to take it with you, especially if you're traveling or if you're working, and whenever you want to take it during the day, it's no problem at all. So it's a really interesting subject. So it's a massive, massive industry. There's a lot of collagen products on the market. So as a company, the company that we're partnered with, New Skin Enterprises and Pharmanex, we've been going for 40 years next year. So they bought our collagen out a year ago, which actually was a little bit behind a lot of the other companies. But the reason for that is what I'm going to take you through tonight, and I think you'll understand, is that they wanted to make sure when they brought a product out, it was a product that actually worked. And this is it's quite complex and there's a lot behind it. And this is what I want to talk to you about tonight. So our product comes in a powder form. You can mix it into water as a drink. You can have it on your food, and you can have it in your shakes, however you want to take it. Personally, I always take it as a drink because I just like to know I'm drinking it. In my head, it just means it's going to be absorbed better than sprinkling it on my food. But that's just me. That's how I like to take it. So our collagen product has gone through third-party, double-blind, placebo trials on the end product. So the actual product that's in this sachet here. Now, why that's important is because a lot of products that you will see that have clinical trials have trials on different ingredients within that product. So what a company might do, or somebody says, I've made a product, they've taken an ingredient from that, an ingredient from that, they've put it in a product and said it's got clinical trials. Well, yes, it has clinical trials on those individual product ingredients, but not on the end product. And that's why I love this collagen so much. And I like to emphasize that because I think it's really important to know when we talk about our clinical trials, it's on the end product that you're taking. So collagen, imagine collagen. So you cannot put collagen into the body. You can't put it on the skin and you can't put it into the body. What we do with collagen, it's all about stimulating collagen in the body to produce lovely new fresh collagen that produces, keeps us nice and healthy and flexible and all the things that Violet talked about. So most collagen molecules are too big to be absorbed to go into the body to stimulate the collagen. So what our scientists realized is they actually completely defragmented it, cut it all up, and there's into lots of little peptides, and they're all different peptides. They're not the same from the collagen, but they identified these unique bioactive peptides, which give us a 90% absorption that goes straight into the bloodstream. So these bioactive peptides, it's like having the fingerprint. So they've basically identified the fingerprint that has the highest stimulatory effect on our body of unlocking our collagen production in our cells, like having a key that goes into the receptor and turns on the switches to for our collagen production. So we have collagen, we have trials from the third party, which was Duke University in America, a bit like our Oxford University here. And they had all of these trials and all of the results that we share with you. These have all come from our product. So really, it isn't just about what you see and what you read, it's about the results that you're getting. So as I explained, most collagen peptides are too big, but people, companies will still sell a collagen product because it's a massive, massive industry, obviously. Most companies will have between 7 to 10,000 milligrams, with the hope that some of those are absorbed into the body and get some kind of effect. But literally, that's a little bit like throwing a bowl of spaghetti against the wall and hoping some of them will be absorbed, seeing which ones stick. So the ones that don't do have any effect, they're just eliminated through our waste system. So you're basically, if you're buying a product that hasn't got the clinical trials on the end product like ours has, it's literally, it may be coming out of the waste system in our body. So I always say taking a collagen product is a lifestyle choice. If you're deciding to take a collagen product for whatever reason it is, and it's a whole host of reasons, as we know, it could be for the face. Most people take a collagen product because of some sort of condition they have within the body. Mine was recovery from having a hip replacement. Excuse me. So in ours, why we call it a collagen plus is because it's not only just about the collagen we're producing. We have a really high powerful antioxidant here called lutein, which is great for the eyes. But imagine producing all that lovely collagen and then you're hit by free radicals and all the things that break down our collagen in the first place. Whatever the reasons are, stress, high level exercise, alcohol, sort of bad lifestyle, aging process, everything that reduces our collagen. So the lutein forms a protection around our lovely fresh new collagen that we've produced, and it protects it so it's not hit by the free radicals. Now that's really important if you're comparing our product to another product on the market, because we're protecting our fresh new collagen that we know that we're producing because we have the highest stimulatory effect with the collagen peptide that we have, our bioactive peptide. So not only do we have that, we also have phytoceramides within our collagen. Now, the reason we have this is because it helps with the hydration in the body. And thank you to Violet. I know now why, because of the fascia. It's all about the hydration and the collagen within the body. So it's not just about, and the reason actually that's what, if you're looking at other products, collagen products, a lot of them have hyaluronic acid in, which is a very hydrating ingredient, but it's very hydrating on the skin on the outside. So it's great. We have it in a lot of our products for the skin, but actually our scientists found it wasn't as hydrating on the inside, which is why they added in phytoceramides rather than a hyaluronic acid. So if you're comparing, that's the reason why for that. So I'm just going to share with you now some of the results we've had. Now, just you can see here, this is our lovely Denise and Bridget and her husband Eric and Annette. Just going to move me out of the way here. Watch this lady here on the top right-hand corner. She actually is a nutritional experienced lady for over 25 years as a nutritional expert. And she's been working with clients for many, many years. She's also been taking a collagen product for many, many years. And when ours came out, and if anybody wants to see her overview of how our products compared to other products, this is her results from taking ours, even though she was on other collagen products for many years previously. And she has a wonderful explanation of how she found ours so different. And I just love sharing her results because it just really shows that actually, we can tell you all the information about our product, but actually it's about the results. And I know Violet actually has had some amazing results with this. So We do have a subscription system with our collagen, and go back to the person that invited you to this presentation, because actually with our subscription, you can get reward points and you can get free products. And we love people getting free products. So please ask us about that. This over here is the biophotonic scanner. I have mine here. All you do is pop your hand on here, and in 30 seconds, this gives you your antioxidant score within the body. Now, our collagen is a certified product with a scanner. So you have a scan, you get a score, and it tells you your immune levels within the body. A very, very simplistic explanation. I can go into more about that, but we're not going to go into that tonight. The collagen has a money back guarantee. So you take the collagen for 3 months. If your score doesn't increase, you get a money back guarantee. But what actually the scanner does, it shows that your body is absorbing the collagen, because we can prove that it's getting to the skin and to the tissues through the antioxidant score within we show with a biophotonic scanner. It's a lot more in depth than that, but actually it's fantastic, and it's what brought me into the business over 10 years ago. My background is in beauty. I've also got a national sports background, and when I saw the scanner and the supplements, and you could prove if the supplements are working for you, my brain went into overdrive, because I was actually like, this is fantastic. So this is what I absolutely love about this side of our business. And you can see that the results prove it. You know, they speak for themselves. My advice is always, what you see is on the outside is happening on the inside. You know, and there'll be lots of little subtleties that we might not realize that are changing, or there might be big things that really help to improve. I know there's people that have been taking this supplement that aren't here tonight, and I'm just going to stop sharing this now, that aren't here tonight that have had fantastic results. So actually, Violet, can you just come back on and share your results? Because I know you talked very briefly about your chronic fatigue, which I haven't really shared with anybody because it's not for me to share, but I know it's something you've found has really helped you. And then what we're going to do, we are on 30 minutes. If we now go into a Q&A, which have become very, very famous because we talk about all sorts of things, and it becomes very, very interesting, and you will learn a lot. If you feel you want to just pop off or you need to go, please just feel free to leave at any time. Go back to the person that's invited you, because honestly, there's so much behind what we're doing. Just ask them any questions and we're all here to help. But Violet, would you share with us your results that you've had over, I think it's 3 months. Is it 3 months you've been taking the
Yeah,
supplement?
I've been now over that period. So I continued taking, obviously, because I have seen significant results. So I was the biggest skeptic, I could say, because I don't like to take supplements. Oh, I forget, I'm quite busy person, and my lifestyle not always being consistent with taking supplements. So yeah, I knew collagen is good for you, but it's just to build a routine. So I started building routine with collagen. And then obviously I started taking 3 weeks in. What I noticed when I started taking during the winter, and winter time is not the best of the bestest for my skin. Actually, between January and April, my skin goes through really dramatic changes because my skin color changes. It gets much lighter. I usually look very tired, has a lot of darkness under my eyes, and I always have to cover up with makeup any pigmentations which occurs during that or unevenness in my skin. But 3 weeks into my taking the collagen, I started noticing the skin changes, especially under my eyes. So the dark circles I had around actually gone. Today, what you can only see on me is my lipstick and then maybe eyeliner. I don't have any makeup on. So this is my real skin. And so that's really good. But first time ever, I can actually say I love my freckles because I've been able to like it. Because it cleared off all the blemishes I used to have from post-acne skin for many, many years. Also, what I noticed, I've been prescribed glasses end of last year due to studying a lot. So as I mentioned during my presentation, in the evening is the biggest time where I wear the glasses, because I used to leave work and I needed, after a busy day, to put the glasses on to see from distance. And as fascia, what I done a lot of research around collagen and fascia. Fascia surrounds actually the eye pupils, and everything what is around the eye. And we have lutein, which our collagen is wrapped in lutein, which helps as well with the eye. So my eyesight actually around 2.5 months, I started leaving work in the evening, and I started noticing I'm like starting to see clearer. And night by night, I was like, wow, I cannot necessarily need to put the glasses on at night to see better from the distance. And like flexibility improved massively. So I use, as a therapist, a massage therapist, I use my body quite a lot. I had the stiffness in the hip. You can get stiffness from fatigue as well. So that can actually impact my muscles. And with the fatigue, I was not able, I have to be careful how I exercise from the like build and recovery. But actually, I've been able to start running on a small scale. And last month, I completed 100K, over 100K of walking, power walking, and I have not been stiff. And on top of that, I was working probably quite a lot, but a lot of long hours. So normally I will get super stiff, my hips would play because of the stiffness, and the joint pain will come up. I haven't seen anything like it. So I definitely
and you were talking about your gums as well, weren't you?
And the last, like this month, I noticed like I had also a big journey with health, which is partly of like why I acquired CFS, because I had a gum problem. And my gums are massively improved. All the sensitivity of like to toothpaste, when I used to brush my teeth and sometimes drink the water, depending, that would be very sensitive. What I noticed, actually, my gums are the healthiest I ever had. So
I know Denise has said the same as that.
Especially about certain areas, I knew that where the gum problem been, because I have the specific areas, and I was worried that it's gonna spread. Actually, I have seen the growth. If I knew it, I would take a very closer picture, but we never.
I know, it's one of those things you don't realize. Does anybody have any questions, or anybody else have any sort of results that they've had, have helped? I don't want to bore everybody with my hip replacement again, but does anybody else have any results that they have, or have any questions for anybody, for just any questions? Please feel free to come on while you've got us. Please feel free to come on and ask anything.
So I'll ask.
It's an interesting one.
No.
Thank you, Kelly. So have you seen that question, Violet?
Yes, but I'm not sure about.
No, but I think from my experience, so
it's for me what it is kind of regarding more in like simple language, then I will be able to more.
Do you know what I would say is, a lovely lady that used to work with us, her daughter had cerebral palsy, and I know she suffered a lot with a lot of like leg pain and muscular pain.
So with muscular pain, because with those terms, everyone is affected slightly differently, isn't it? There are flare-ups as well, different flare-ups. So with this, if it's muscular pain, so collagen, i.e., is, as I mentioned, fascia is a collagenous tissue. So with traumas like that, it can go and start getting dehydrated and start sticking together and getting, we call that compressed. So if you have like movement like that, elasticity starts going and starting getting compressed. When that compression happens, then the adhesion in the body can happen. And what that means is starts pulling. So it's like pulling your top like this, and it starts creating adhesions, which can actually create pain. As I mentioned during the presentation, when you have that adhesion, that point of where the fascia is stuck is like pinpoint pain, and putting the adhesion or fascial adhesion can be 1,000 kilograms, which equals to 1 ton. So it's like putting a horse or 2 horses on 1 square inch of your body. So that can create that pain. So supplementing with collagen, it can increase that hydration in the fascia connective tissue, and then that can start allowing and producing the natural collagen and increasing the flexibility, which would minimize any adhesion in the body and reduce the pain.
Ellie, does that, I know you don't have to come on camera or have to speak, but does that help with sort of, does that help at all in any way? I just know from Laura, who used to work with us, and what she went through with her daughter, even before she knew she had cerebral palsy, and her daughter always used to wake up in the night with leg pain, you know, and I think a lot of it, because also it's all about the nerves, isn't it? So it helps like with the nerves, and that's what we were talking about with fibromyalgia previously when we've had calls and we've talked about fibromyalgia.
Because now it's proven that like fascia is the most sensory organ in a body. What happens, like all the nerves are embedded in fascia. So if you can imagine that fascia starting getting stiff, and is getting stiff and is getting hydrated and compressed. So fascia can compress on the nerve ends, which can create a sensitivity. Let me look at this question. I think as he had 4 limbs and does suffer from extra ton pain, and he's had Botox on his legs as they are tight. So the tightness, compression can happen because the fascia can actually get compressing and getting while the compression happening, and if all the nervous system, nerve ends, it has the most nerve ends is in the fascia, and then if the fascia is getting compressed, and so you can compress those nerve ends, that's where the sensitivity can happen in the tissue, and that compression and the pain. And obviously, as I mentioned, the compression is like 1 ton. So you put 1 ton on square inch of your body, that's quite a lot of like compression on a small part of the body, like put a horse, or you know, like a big car, which is like a ton of your body. That's what can happen. So actually taking collagen can help, supplementation can help ease off, because it can bring that production back and ease off the pain and
so
the pressure.
Yeah. So
we have a new skin brand. This is new skin
brand. Bridget, you put your hand up. Did you want to?
Sorry, I was just going to ask. Quite a few of my customers now are talking to me about whether or not this will help with the menopause. And I know, you know, when you're going through the menopause, you know, you're losing a lot more collagen, 30% more. But apart from skin benefits, will it sort of help with sleep deprivation, or you know?
What happens? Actually, everything is because what happens? We're losing that 30% of collagen production, so you are starting having a wastage, obviously, probably in the muscle sometimes, and the joints starting, because this fascia starting getting sticky, and that starts creating the adhesion. So a lot of people, a lot of women in menopause, they suffer hip pain, because that's where there is a lot of nerve ends in the hip joint, but also fascia feels in the ball of the hip. So everything what we see is the skin, but the hip ball is, I don't have a, I will have to start bringing my skeleton as soon, but it's filled in. If you have it, it's filled in with fascia. Fascia is a 3D mechanism, and it works from back, front, and in different movements. So when that starts sticking and like becoming like so like this, it doesn't give you much movement. So it's not only good for the skin. Yes, skin is great, but also is that for flexibility and for the structure. So obviously, if that pain happens, then they would lose the sleep. They cannot, sometimes people cannot, well, I'm actually seeing in my clinic, and I see a lot of females, they cannot sleep because of the tension. And we know the emotions, the fascia is affected not only through the physical, but also emotional. And obviously there is a hormonal changes in the body happening, which may affect the fascia. And if we losing that collagen 30%, then everything's becoming dehydrated, which can start actually gluing everything together and pulling. So that's tension. Tension in the body can prevent sleep. At the moment, this morning, I had that actually question. Someone said, I'm super tired, and is a female, menopausal. She's tired because after the treatment of fascial treatment. Why? Because we remove the tension, the body can relax.
Interesting.
So yeah, it's all about the adhesion in the body and gluing of the body through not only through physical reactions, but also the emotional reactions. And when we think about it, the hormones changing, it would recreate certain emotional changes within the body, which would start dehydrating fascia and create pain and tension. And that pain and tension and the changes, hormonal changes, can create this changes of the sleep pattern. I can tell, I'll talk about that also because I have done dissertation on sleep in women as part of my studies. So yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, Violet. That was very good.
Oh, no problem. No problem.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hope it helps.
Does anybody else have any questions? Please feel free to make the most of us.
Did you say that you have to take collagen with vitamin C in order for it to be able to absorb?
Yes, so the vitamin C is like one of those antioxidants which helps to repair the tissue and help to with speed up the collagen production. So I always personally take vitamin C, which I drink in water, with water, and then I take the collagen.
Do you recommend just getting any vitamin C, or do you have to get the one?
We have the vitamin C in new skin, so that can be supplemented with the new skin. We have that now. That can be ordered actually as well. New skin, vitamin C, and it's the purest vitamin C you can get. The highest, at least 1,000. I think you need it because we don't produce. A lot of people don't know that we don't produce vitamin C. Vitamin C is one of the vitamins we actually do not produce in the body, but is a vital vitamin supplement as well to speed up collagen production and boosting the collagen in the body.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Binta. Thank you.
Sorry, I was just replying. Oh, I have replied to Denise's lady. Oh, hang on a minute. Let me press that. Thank you, everybody. I honestly think we could talk about this all night, and I always talk about anything as an itis. itis is inflammation in the body. So if anybody says anything, I have, honestly, plantar fasciitis is the latest craze. There's always the latest craze. It used to be carpal tunnel, but now it's plantar fasciitis. I bet you everybody's talking about it. I don't know why they're getting it, but they're getting it. So honestly, they need collagen. Anybody who has an itis, anybody who has hair, skin, teeth issues, they need collagen. So we all want to live healthy, happy for longer. And this is how we're going to achieve that with collagen. And it's only going to get better and better. So please, if you found this interesting, we will be doing this again next month. If you want the recording, I shall upload the recording and I'll pass that on. So Denise's lady, honestly, I'll pass it on to Denise and she can forward it so you can see all of the presentation. Anybody who hasn't been able to attend tonight, you can pass it on to them as well. Thank you everybody for joining us. It's been amazing and see you all soon. Take care. Bye. Thank you, Violet.
Thank you.
Amazing
Thank you.
as
Bye,
always.
ladies.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.